Hey, Jack Snack here. Let's talk about recording the electric guitar. When I first started recording the electric guitar, I had a few questions, and I think you may have the same questions. That answer to will help you record better guitar sound. Question number 6 when it comes to recording the electric guitar is how many takes shall I save? So for example, when I record the pre-chorus, shall I save 1, 2, 6, 8 takes of the pre-chorus and then later on decide which take is the best and which one I want to save in the final version of the song? And it's really tempting using software because software gives you a lot of options. You can save more than one take of the guitar or any other instrument. Now, recording with Pro Tools first has some limitations, and one of the limitations is the number of tracks you can record in one song. And I believe it's either 14 or 16, and that goes for all the tracks. So one song in Pro Tools first can hold only 14 or 16 tracks, which means you have to record your drums, vocals, backing vocals, bass guitar, and your guitars on only 14 or 16 tracks, which is, by the way, more than enough to get started. What I normally do and what works for me is I save only one best take. So when I record a pre-chorus and I don't feel good about the take I just recorded, I delete it right away. And then I record again, and I record until I feel good about the take. And you may say, okay, but what if later on you're gonna discover that the take sounded okay when you were recording it, but later on in the mixing stage, you discover that there's something off, there's something that is gonna drive you crazy because there's a little error, a little mistake, a little sound that came somewhere there. And here's the answer. So I record and I keep only my best take of the electric guitar, but I always record 2 separate guitar tracks. So I record my best take on one guitar, and then I record until I have my best take of the same part on another guitar track. This way, first of all, I always record left guitar and right guitar, 2 mono tracks that later on will make my stereo track, but that also gives you the option of, if you ever make some mistake or error that you didn't hear when recording, later on you still will have the option of borrowing one part from that other guitar track and overwriting that error on the other track. And this way, when you keep only your best take on both guitars, you're gonna have options to cover any errors, but you will also, the future you will thank the past you for saving only one track, because if you had to deal in the mixing stage with 8 different tracks for each part of the song, you would go crazy. This way, when you keep only your best take, your life will be much simpler. When it comes to recording the takes, don't save 15 different takes and later on you think you're gonna have all that time in the world to choose between these 15 takes, which one is the best. Just keep recording until you feel really good about a take. So in this example, for example, right here, intro, I recorded this intro until I felt good about this take. Then I went to verse, I kept recording the verse until I felt good about it, and so on. You have verse, you have pre-chorus, and you have chorus right here. Same thing. Record until you feel good about a take. But then, at least when it comes to the rhythm guitar, create another track, add another track, and start recording again. So here, intro, record the rhythm guitar on another track again, right here, until you feel good about a take. Then you go to verse, same thing, until you feel good about a take. And then you're gonna end up with 2 tracks of the rhythm guitar that will look very, very similar, but yet they will be different. And that's really good because later on, we're getting a little bit ahead of ourselves, but later on in the mixing stage, this is gonna create a really nice stereo track of your guitar. Okay, and that was my final question number 6 that I asked myself when first recording electric guitar. 2 things. If you have any other questions, leave the question underneath the video. Hopefully somebody can answer. And thing number 2, if you would like a simplified PDF document that has all the questions and answers to those 6 questions, I'm attaching a link underneath the video. When you click on that link, it will ask you for your email, where to email that PDF, and also send you any notification about any future videos I might create. Have fun, rock on!